Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I do apologize for no advertisements and alerts that I'm going live, except for Twitch and a few servers on Discord that automatically say, "Hey, I'm alive." Um, I'm not sure how long I'll be able to go tonight. What happened is earlier today, as many of you well know, Dead by Daylight went through its mid-chapter patch. What did they do? They fixed they put up a brand new UI that was going to be the best UI that they've ever had. In 2 games, I had such a headache, along with eye strain, which I've never had in playing Dead by Daylight in 2.5 years. I ended up shutting the game down and suffering through the day. I wasn't even sure if I was going to actually be able to stream tonight. But in the last couple hours, I've started to feel better. But I'm also now wearing a headset that is pressuring in on my ears because it is not what I used to have. And well, basically, I'm going to give it a shot. We're going to go ahead and start Batman the Telltale series tonight. This is something I got a little while back, and I've had some time for it. I wanted to do it, but I just hadn't found a slot for it. So we'll start working through this. I don't know how long. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll last tonight. I'm going to try to minimum. I'm going to try to minimally go 2 hours. If I can do that, I'm doing okay. If I can go past 2 hours, I will go past 2 hours. I don't know if I'll go the full 4 hours tonight. And I apologize for everybody there. Also, something I did is I went ahead and played some Final Fantasy 14 off stream. I recorded it. Ended up recording 2 dungeons that I didn't intend to, but yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I said we'll see what happens. And this was on Sunday, and I had one grand old time in Praetorium with that character. Boy, was it a grand old time. We had fun. So what we're going to do here is Telltale series tonight. Thursday is Marvel Spider-Man or something similar. Something else, I'm not sure what. I might shift off of it. I'm feeling a little off on the Spider-Man right now. I think part of it is the quick time events where I have to be web slinging across and then have to do 2 or 4 things. It just, yeah. So, I may not do Spider-Man, but we'll do something fun there. And then Sunday, and then Sunday we will. What did I say that I was going to do? We might actually move the Telltale series to Sunday or Thursday. I'm not sure. Something will get done. We'll see what happens. And in the mix, we'll be doing some Final Fantasy 14 as well as Alice Madness Returns. So we definitely have some of that stuff. But keep an eye on the videos, my VODs. I am going to be posting shorter time frames. I'm not going to stream, I'm not going to record a full 4 hours of gameplay. For instance, I'm going to go ahead and play, say, an hour or so, and then I'm going to stop it. Then I'll probably go ahead and move on to doing a dungeon or two, getting some dailies done, challenge logs done, stuff that's really boring overall. It's like, honestly, having you guys watch Praetorium 4 times a week is boring. It's kind of fun while you're going through it, but it's boring to watch it, to be honest. And there was a problem with the browser. Okay, let's see what the network connection does there. And then after I do the dungeons and all that, and I'll come back and I'll record another little bit. I'll modify the files and I'll upload it to Twitch, and I'm going to start uploading things to YouTube. I've been working on it and I've not been able to do it. YouTube keeps timing out on me, and I'm not sure what it is that's causing the issue. So we'll see what happens. So we'll go from there. All right, folks, here we go. Let me switch the desktop. Why are you not where you're supposed to be? You are where you're supposed to be. Okay. That doesn't make sense. Give me a moment, guys. Okay. Normally that's there. Let me see what happens if I hit play when I start getting audio through here. There it is. All right, it's working now. All right. All right, here we go. Batman, the Telltale series. Click to begin. This is going to offer me to log in for things. I think I'm going to say no. I need to look into this. Play Classic Edition. Play Shadows Edition. Well, we'll play Classic Edition. Ah, okay. Crowd, play with friends. Okay. Interesting.
I'm not hearing you.
You're not hearing me at all?
No. Oh, it was my headset. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. That's fine. Not now. Alright, so we won't be doing crowd play right now. Bruce Wayne navigates the treacherous waters of Gotham politics as a series of shocking allegations surface while Batman confronts Gotham's most notorious crime boss. Experience the entire 5-episode series with the Batman Season Pass. Alright.
Oh.
So what?
I don't know what I'm going to say.
Goodbye, chicken weirdo. Okay. Alright, let's start and see what's going on. Adjust the slider so the bat symbol is barely visible. Well, that means we're going to drop it to there. Select the bat tech color. Purple it is. Didn't have much of a choice there anyway. Blue was a close one. I didn't even care about the yellow or red. I didn't really any look at any of them except for purple. Saw purple and said, got it.
Well, yellow is horrible anyway, so.
This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. Okay.
Hey, what are you?
Well, I may not be reading a lot.
show, bring the whole goddamn place down.
Stay focused.
We'll be out of here before anyone can stop us.
Christ.
Move in.
The hell?
Back! Get back!
Gordon. They're on the 52nd floor. I'm going in.
Hey! Wait! Wait for backup!
Don't need it.
Take the stairs.
I heard stories, you know. Sent 3 home in an ambulance. The rest in body bags. No wonder the cops want him dead. Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. With all the other flying animals.
Okay. All right. Huh?
Bruce, you can't keep doing this.
I have to.
Hey, Geekers, how you
No
doing?
one else will. Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed.
Yep.
The city is safer now. It's made you a target. And people will keep you in the crosshairs.
They need something to fear.
Sky.
I can handle
I
it.
can handle it.
Ooh, that is quick. Oh my.
Shit!
The hell'd he go? Whatever got in, don't let it get out.
Yeah, I published a VOD earlier today, too. I unfortunately didn't have a chance to drop by. I'm sorry to hear.
What was that?
Okay. I'm learning controls on this. Uh-huh. Okay.
Back to back, circle up!
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. E?
What the hell is this?
Okay, what are we gonna do? Shift plus E.
I know you're trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes.
Well,
you need
yeah,
a
you
monster.
will.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Okay. Okay, shift and Q. All right. Shift and Q. Okay, I missed. Game over. Click to try again. Oh boy. So yeah,
Yeah, it looked like it suddenly wanted you to go to a controller.
no, it said A and D at the upper left.
Oh, because it looked like it was.
It was saying
Well-
left and right. Yeah. It was using controller there, and it was just hard. Okay. Let's try this again.
Come at! Come on! Come on!
All right. Shift E. All right. Shift Q. E. Missed. Shift Q. Press A and D together. Okay, there we go. Got him.
Didn't your mother teach you to knock? Behind you, big boy. Payday.
Okay. Selena.
Stay where you are! You're under arrest!
Gotta go. Bye. Ah. Kickers, you'll live.
Demonstrating you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you, so are the police.
It's a scare tactic, Al. Just a performance.
Without a scratch.
So far. That doesn't belong to you.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
Cut the shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this. Squeeze into a suit.
Do it for the thrill. No one else can do the job. City needs protecting.
Gotham needs a hero. Someone to hunt down people like you.
So that makes me what? A villain? Sounds fun. Gotta admit it though. You give a good chase.
Tried
One day you might
supplements.
actually.
Doctor said bleeding elsewhere.
Tonight.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
And let's put you in a cage.
Bring it, Bat.
Okay. Let's cut that, yeah. Oh, nice. Let's see what else this has for us. Shifty.
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Okay. Gotcha.
Two of them now? Jesus! Got it!
Wait! Do not shoot!
Q. Shifty. Come on. Okay.
Why go to all that trouble for this?
Shit.
A myth can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
Interesting.
God damn it! I said don't shoot!
No! Wait!
All right, what do we got coming? Q. E. 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 Gonna get her. Got her. I mean, that's Catwoman there. Batman and Catwoman.
Guess I was wrong about you catching me. Not sure if it was for my sake or yours.
I'm going to be stoic.
Well, it's been fun. Bye, Bat.
Okay.
Step out of the shadows and be Bruce Wayne tonight.
Oh, that's a much harder fight.
Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
Well then. Time to save the city.
Elect Harvey Dent for mayor. Achievement. Welcome to Gotham.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. A humble district attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate in half. For too long, this city has burned with corruption and greed under Mayor Hill's authority. But I promise you, a vote for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. Together, we can stamp out the fire and save our great city. If only Mr. Wayne, my campaign's largest backer, could have heard that applause, he would well, there he is. Fashionable and fashionably late as always. Say hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Well, I tee him up, and he knocks him down. That's how Mr. Wayne and I do business. Thank you again, everyone.
That was just too hard to resist.
Together, we will change Gotham. Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Now, I know this is the biggest mansion in Gotham, but I don't think you got lost on your way here. Where were you? I know you prefer the brooding
Working
billionaire
night
angle,
shift.
so the sooner we make nice with the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
I'd like to make an entrance.
Just wanted to make an entrance.
Congratulations, you almost missed it. You are a pillar of this city and my campaign. I need you here, tuxedoed and shaking hands. No one came here tonight to see me. to see the Bruce Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors. Your face, specifically, with a mouth that's saying, support Harvey Dent. We're the grease, they're the wheels. And they're rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place
Finish
for
the drink.
families again. A little liquid courage before facing your adoring public. This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for funding my campaign. Now all I need is a decent slogan. I'm terrible at those.
Put a dent in crime. Our hope is in Harvey. New face for Gotham.
For the record, I have not been since before.
A dent.
All right. How about, put a dent in crime?
Look at you. It's not half bad. I'm gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said. Together, you and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want too, Harvey, but you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a few hands, Come on.
Poor Batman. Hey, Floof. As you see, the poll was won by Batman. This is a very stylized artwork, too.
Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband
Voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street, but I trust your family. If you believe in Dent, we believe in you. After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And
Let's see here. My name doesn't matter. We can all make a
this
difference.
city to greatness.
Well, thank you. But we're all here tonight because we want to make a difference. And that's what it's going to take. Every single one of us. Not just me, not just Mr. Dent. Everyone.
Right. Of course.
They will remember
Old
that.
Families like ours should flock together, you know. Like birds.
You're preaching, dear.
No, it's true. The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look at Gotham now. Murder in the streets, corruption in City Hall, that Cape Bat freak dealing out vigilante justice like it's the wild goddamn West.
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours.
Ooh.
There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality to think so. That's how you get creeps like this Batman.
Hope can
I
light.
have to say I side with your wife on this, Mr. Zellerbach. Even a spark of hope can light the darkness.
Oh, an idealist with a bank account. He'll be broke before Election Day.
And I know Bruce would gladly spend every penny he has to fix this city. I don't doubt that for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone. With Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals. It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway, it was terrible. Truly terrible.
Yeah, he was there.
A tragedy like that at such a young age must have been crippling.
If only that deranged man had gotten the right treatment, maybe... well, I don't like
Thank
to
you.
think about maybes. And I'm sure you don't either.
Well, thank you. I wish my parents could be here speaking with you too.
And thank you, Bruce, for investing in the health of this city's future.
You have our support, Mr. Dent. Go get him.
We're on our way.
All right, what are we going to have here?
Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is a night of ringing endorsements.
Well, hello. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
Keep it
Well,
off the
Mr. Wayne
record.
Doesn't have any time either.
Tonight is strictly off the record. We can talk, but nothing gets written down.
I'm okay with that. I was just hoping to see what makes Bruce Wayne tick. This is quite the social event, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, come on now. It's so formal. Call me Bruce.
Well, Bruce, you've been going around pleasing everyone tonight. But how are you doing? You should enjoy your own party.
Everyone loves the
before all
host.
champagne runs out.
Better now that you're here. Politics
Between us, politics bore the hell out of me. Too many words, not enough action.
Didn't think you were the type to get his hands dirty.
Nice.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Mr. Wayne, you've got something on your collar. Is that blood? Yeah. It looks like...
Cut myself
Oh,
shaving.
This? No, it's nothing. It just, cut myself shaving.
What, your butler didn't help you this time? Hey, kidding, kidding.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Uh-oh.
Norman Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything, except being a businessman who loves this city. Excuse us, Miss Vale.
Well, I didn't send that invitation out.
And what kind of business do you think he's in?
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham, for all of us. Look, at least hear him out before you kick him out. Falcone requested to speak with you.
I'm
directly.
trusting you, Harvey.
I don't like this, Harv, but I'm trusting you.
Thank you, Bruce. Seriously. You know I have to pull every string I can to get elected.
Yeah, well, just make sure this one doesn't hang you.
A word of warning, Bruce? Play nice.
Okay.
You know, I've been in the market for a new house. Decent walk-up, sky-high ceilings, plenty of room for my cars. I think I'll take it. Though
Let's see
the
here.
decor offends my eyes.
Let's talk privately.
Man, all flash, no class.
Let's talk privately, shall we?
1 second, guys.
Hey, I like this guy. Ready to do business before we even introduce ourselves. But we'll get to that. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home. You're a respectable man.
Shake hand. We'll play
Bruce
nice.
Wayne.
I know who you are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me, if you will.
I'm not going to sell you shit.
You should know, Mr. Falcone.
Really?
My analysts say we're raising triple with Mayor Hill. Hey, what's...
Private audience.
Come on, guys. Bruce.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey.
Harvey
Harvey
comes to me.
stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say?
Yeah, Dent. You want him.
Mr. District Attorney here wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will.
Harvey will make
Man
it better.
talks too much. Chaps my face with words.
Unlike most people I've met, Harvey actually has integrity. He's trying to make Gotham a better place.
Yes, he is.
So am I. So are you. Hey, we all carry this city on our broken backs. Might lighten the load if we do so together. I
I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat. Or I can...
Fine, I'll chalk the pool cue. That's not a problem.
Okay, imagine this is me. And these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. I make them all move. And I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be.
I'm doing this.
Between your businesses and mine,
Just doing this for Harvey.
Half the city.
Get along with
We got a
everyone.
good thing going, so I don't see why we shouldn't team up.
Oh, I'm everyone's friend.
Which means you're really no one's. Pick a lane before you have a head-on collision. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand the situation. Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake. And which to break.
I think I'll have someone see you out.
Okay. Okay. So that's
Hey,
how it's gonna
you
be.
started insulting the dad.
People don't say no to me. Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Heed your butler's advice, kid.
Hey, Glory Quester.
Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house. The owner's a prick. And he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Goes from everything being nice to just because I asked him to leave because he talked about my parrot, the owner's a prick. Kind of an interesting, it almost seems like there was no choices in there that was going to do any good. Yeah, I stood up to him. I was also nice to him as well.
Doesn't matter. You stood up to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
It's me.
Episode 1. Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions ripple through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battery rams to force their way in.
Why is that open?
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Access. Codex entries.
And in other news, you're now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given
It's
up
probably...
trying to combat the
Yeah, true.
Lewisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical.
My parents' dad was a physician, mom was a philanthropist. They worked tirelessly to help the less fortunate, setting up numerous charities, expending their vast resources to improve the cities and its citizens. Murdered in an attempted robbery by a man known as Joe Chill, deceased. Alfred, faithful, patient, ever helpful Alfred. He's been a part of the family. Raised me when my parents were murdered and guided me when I thought I was lost. He's my butler, my confidant, and the most secret weapon in my arsenal. He complains frequently about my nightly activities, but he's still there to patch me up when I need it. A new friend and the best district attorney Gotham City has ever had in years. His political ambitions have always been as big as his ego, and now he's hoping to become mayor. He's got so many great ideas for how to save the city. I think he'll be good for Gotham. But I have to steer him down the right path to get there. He's too easily swayed by anyone with power, regardless of their murky morality. Wow. Ah. Hamilton Hill. Exhibit A and what's wrong with this city. Hill should have been thrown out of the office years ago, but he's got his hands wrapped around Gotham's government in a death grip. He's been suspected of numerous crimes, but there's never been enough to make any of it stick. He's rotten to the core, and one day this city will realize it. Harvey's out there doing his best. Hopefully the upcoming election will be the end of Hill's corrupt administration. Cat burglar. New criminal on the scene, tied to several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently, the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about her. Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. He was a childhood friend, but almost a stranger to me now. Just like me, his family fell apart here in Gotham. He went off to boarding school in England, and there our paths diverged. He seems to have fallen into a life of crime. The last 2 decades gave him a lengthy rap sheet and a strange nickname, the Penguin. What happened to you, Oz? Gordon. He's a good-by-the-book cop in the department that doesn't trust Batman. He was recently tapped to lead the Major Crimes Task Force, an impressive promotion, so he's doing something right. Okay, so Gordon's a lieutenant here. I think he could be a trustworthy and reliable source of info, but I'll need to cultivate that relationship. He's a family man, so he's not willing to take necessary risks on the streets. That's fine, I'll take the risks. Vicky Vale. One of the Gazette's most ambitious and competent reporters. I've read her stuff. Some of it can be a bit tabloid, but her passion for the truth is undeniable. She's been with the paper for a while, covered all kinds of beats. Someone like that has the kind of access others would kill for. She might even hear more about what's going on in Gotham City than I do. One day I may need to find out what she knows. Falcone, the worst type of gangster, one who tries to mingle with high society. He seems to have his hands in everything, including smuggling, real estate, bribery, and fraud. I could haul him to jail, but he'd walk the next day. I could shut down one operation, but 2 would pop up in its place. His empire is vast and multi-layered. Finding hard admissible evidence is required for a conviction. The city is like a living creature. It's always growing outward and upward. The people who live here are survivors. They have to be, and they deserve better than the corruption that infests this place. No, I think he competes with Hydra, to be quite honest. Gotham's only maximum security psychiatric hospital, for now, outdated in every way. Building is falling apart, equipment is antiquated, and the staff's methodology leaves much to be desired. When Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital opens, these patients will finally get the treatment they need. multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manners of manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my father, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations. However, the R&D resources have been helpful in pursuing my private interests. Okay.
Some would say inhumane conditions at the aging asylum. The latest, 44-year-old twin brother and sister Leon and Valerie Muldoon should be considered dangerous if found. Authorities are asking that you do
Jack Ryder.
and call police immediately. Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful Act takes effect today, making it possible for landlords to evict tenants immediately and without cause. The new law was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to modify and improve the city's aging buildings, some of which have been occupied by families for decades. So if you come home from work tonight and find all your stuff on the street, don't worry. It probably isn't anything you did wrong.
And if you can believe it, now you can't even trust the valets. More on this after the break.
Mayor Hill says he's
What? You can't trust the valets?
violence in Gotham has skyrocketed. And when he was presented with legislation that would have dismantled organized crime in the city, he vetoed it, killing Gotham's chance for a safer future. Maybe that's because the rumors of Hill's connections to some of Gotham's most notorious mafia families aren't true. We don't need another gangster running the city. We need a crime-fighting hero. With over 200 successful convictions, District Attorney Harvey Dent just might be the hero Gotham needs. But he can't save our city alone. He needs your help. He believes that together we can make a dent in Gotham's crime. But it starts with you. Vote for Harvey Dent and elect a real crime fighter to
That was quick work that he had.
I'm Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters?
Uh-huh.
Perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young
D.A.
politicians.
Dent pressures mayor to decry vigilantes.
We're now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire.
Okay.
Burning there has resisted
Interesting.
everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in any of that tar black smoke.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters.
All right, let's look at this drive.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
Causing traffic to back up for miles as the cops cut him down. Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded Skyrail cars to contend with. Gotham police are investigating multiple cases of riders receiving abdominal wounds from an ice pick or other pointed weapon while pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers. A few have died, while most have been admitted to Gotham General in critical condition. The police don't have any
Gadgets.
suspects at the time. 2 more patients have gone missing from
Spare grappling gun. Smoke pellets. Batarang. EMP. Trace detection skimmers. Data port. Alright, so let's see what's going on. Oh, hey, a chair.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here. In a dark, damp cave. In front of a computer.
I like this
I'm
cave.
more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Cave dweller.
Fantastic resume. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Rotate the holograms.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah, I won't play
don't
his
want
game.
anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I'll stay out of
I
sight.
stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
Whenever Harvey calls. The guy's exhausting.
After the press conference tomorrow, I'll mark your calendar as exhausted. The media isn't good for anyone's health.
Thanks for the host today. I do appreciate it.
Dead argument, but
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever.
Yeah, you're right.
Be careful. You're right. I should have canceled the event.
I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If you make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. No, I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
Park, 6 a.m. Oz.
I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
Only because I forgot to shut him down.
Manslaughter, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
It's not a
Do you
coincidence.
think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close. I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred. When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Yeah, could do that. Although I'm going to take a quick break, guys. So let me go. Let me set up. Be right back here, and I'm going to go get some more water and get set up, and we'll continue. I may only go for another hour tonight, but before I do want to say there's a couple people in here that you may all want to know about. Both Keekers and Zay are friends of the channel. Zay's been around here for a long time. Keekers is relatively new. Both of them stream. Keekers is new to streaming, and definitely check her out. Definitely check Zay out. Zay does a lot. He's doing Modern Warfare. Keekers was just doing Rogue Company. But they're doing pretty much somewhat similar things. So if you like both, you might like both. Just if you like what you see, give them a follow. It doesn't cost you a single thing, and it is definitely worth it for you guys. I know I don't always shout people out right away sometimes, especially at the very beginning of the channel, doing a shout out when it's only me and one or two other people. It's not necessarily worth it, so I try to do the shout out later. But I'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. There we go. All right, folks, I'm back. Also, guys, don't forget I did upload a video, a Final Fantasy XIV video. Did about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes of play on the Paladin, and ended up trying to upload it the other night. Found out I did the wrong thing, and though Twitch accepted it, it was the wrong one, so I didn't publish that, and I got what was right. I published that earlier today, so that's in the VODs. I'm working on getting the stream also connected to YouTube. Now, it's not a requirement to be on YouTube or anything like that. I'm not trying to monetize YouTube as well as monetize Twitch. I'm just trying to get some stuff out there. So I don't have to keep all my recordings on my own hard drives and stuff like that. So on and so forth. I will be investigating some of getting some of the past recordings done up, and we definitely do there. But guys, I may only go another hour. I'm starting to redevelop this headache because of the headset that I'm using. Since you guys weren't here earlier, I played Dead by Daylight today, and it really caused me some problems. Some major eye strain, causing me some tension headache, and it really got me down hard. And it's partly because of their new UI, which really sucks because, I mean, I had fun playing Dead by Daylight, but if I can't play it without hurting myself, I'm not going to be playing the game. I started feeling a little better just before the stream, but with the headset on, it's putting pressure on my ears and temples, so I'm starting to develop the headache right along the eyebrow ridge and things like that. So I don't want to get to the point where it's really bad. So, but let's go ahead and resume. I did bump the volume up a little bit because I was informed that Alfred's voice was a little on the low side, but only Alfred. So, here we go.
Where are you, Oz?
Graffiti. Let's look at the graffiti. And let's look at the recent newspaper. All right. Now let's give him some change.
Thank you, sir.
Burning barrel. Running late. Meet you by the statue.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
Okay. Look at the shopping cart. talk to. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey.
Beat it.
Okay, fine. You don't want to talk? I don't care. Let's look at the graffiti. Come on. There we go. Let's look at the plaque. Cobblepot Park.
Well, it isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, I know.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you.
Uh-huh.
You heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for?
Just walk away.
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one kills you. And him.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here. Think that'll do?
Ah, miss it.
Stay down!
Ouch.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Ow. Even worse.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, there. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the
thanks for
rubber
the help.
situation here.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in
This is
here.
a shame.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune, there's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties.
I've lost my
round-the-world
parents
vacations,
too.
Unlimited potential.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Wish I could have punched
Wasn't
that grin in
invited.
the back of his throat.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are going to be on the
Okay.
upswing soon, no?
Interesting take on the Penguin character.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's
I'm
gonna
not
be
your
beautiful.
enemy.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Interesting.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Press conference in new hospital starts soon. This is actually a really interesting take. Ah, Burgess Meredith. Much better than
Mr.
Danny
Wayne, over here,
DeVito.
right here.
This way.
Even in the campy TV show, he had it good. Good morning.
Everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Let's see, my parents would be honored the sick need our help.
For those with mental health issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Let's put a dent in crime.
With this facility and our next mayor, we can put a dent in crime.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
Its day has passed.
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy. We can do better. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
It's a
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime, going back years, and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
No comment.
I don't comment on rumors. Why don't we just stick to real journalism here?
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
All right, this press conference is over.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please, settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Okay. Meet the press.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Trying to. It's hard to be a cop in this city.
Okay.
Every battle's uphill, in the rain, with skates on.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own. Your holdings are extensive.
Who authorized this?
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Okay, so you just do whatever Mayor Hill says.
Hill and we have a vested interest to keep things professional. For Gotham's sake. Doesn't mean I like the words whistling through his windpipes. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's chopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Well, Bruce has nothing to hide. He may not have known anything. Pick it up. Huh.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
don't have to do this.
Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
No problem.
It's not a problem, really.
Ah, Bruce. First the mayor's office, now Wayne Manor. Gotham continues its streak of break-ins.
Yeah, really going for the record, huh?
Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
Okay, fine.
I appreciate the offer, Miss Vale, but trying to say I'm the good guy here
Instantly makes you look bad. I get it. So let me say it for you. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran.
Carmine Falcone wants me to be in his pocket. He crashed Harvey's fundraiser and pretty much said, hop in.
Well, maybe he thinks putting a little fear in you will make you jump.
It won't.
By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters.
Give it.
Not wild speculation.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
My
the Wayne family has always been a cornerstone of Gotham. We have never had and never will have connections to organized crime.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear. You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Yep.
That man has made plenty of enemies. My family. We've done nothing but
Welcome
support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents.
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
Interesting. Well, we found out the mayor's the one that actually signed the warrant, not some other judge.
A warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning? That press conference turned into a bloodbath.
Someone's after me.
Someone's coming after me.
Let's avoid making another scene, shall we? The press is already up my ass as it is.
Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're the goddamn DA, Harvey.
I didn't know about this. I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one. God damn it.
He blindsided both of us.
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
And then he's made two enemies. I just don't get it. Why would Hill stick his neck out over this? Just to tangle you up in some frivolous investigation? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than a few cheap headlines?
Falcone.
Do you think Falcone could be behind it?
He didn't seem too thrilled after the fundraiser. Oh, God, what a mess. Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us. It would jeopardize the entire campaign.
Yeah, keep your distance, we know.
You should probably distance yourself from me.
What? No, I can't do that.
Well, you may have to.
Don't say that. You...
There you are.
Hey, you?
Sorry. I got a habit of being late.
No, just glad you made it.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selina.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Harvey hasn't mentioned you.
Just
I think we've
election
met. I'm Bruce
nonsense.
Wayne.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
So you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fall.
Oh, sorry. Selina's new to town. I've been showing her around Gotham, introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
What brings you to
So,
town?
Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Well, let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone. I should have called you a car.
What the...
Well, I sure
what
hope
should-
whatever he took wasn't too valuable.
Actually, it was.
It's probably long gone by now. Whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
We should just be thankful you got away with a black eye.
I'm sure you found
Maybe
another.
it's time to find a new job.
I don't need career advice from you, Mr. Wayne. Not all of us were born with trust funds and multi-billion-dollar corporations.
Hey, go easy on Bruce. It's not his fault he was born rich and good-looking.
At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on. Excuse me a moment. Hey, it's Harvey.
You know, one thing I'm going to comment about that is in the original Batman Returns movie where Michelle Pfeiffer played Catwoman against Michael Keaton's Batman, they did much the same thing at the Christmas ball that she showed up in after Christopher Walken's character tossed her out a window and the cats resurrected her. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer did a real good job of that. She truly brought out the Julie Newmar, and they did a really good job on the costume, though it was not the best material that they could have used. But I was catching so much of that interaction right there between Bruce and Selina. All right, let's see what else is going to happen. Hey, Crafty.
Nice to meet the real you.
Yes. Likewise.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Wow, I didn't catch that. If so, let's see here. They are empowered like Judge. Oh no, it's a mayor and leader of the city can, as long as they have the requisite bar credentials, they can do that. If they are not a judge beforehand, I don't think they can actually sign search warrants. And more than likely, this Mayor Hill was a previous judge. A lot of older style things. Also, to be quite honest, even in the 20s and 30s, there were gangsters. You know, the idea of the gangster, which is what is being brought up here with trying to connect the Waynes to the gangsters. The gangsters were there, and a lot of people who had money did not realize the gangsters were behind a lot of stuff that they were part of. And it wasn't until the gangster was brought down, is that happened. Oh, you use the Blue Yeti? Oh, well, why, thank you, Crafty. Also, everybody, Crafty Ghost is a streamer. He plays Dead by Daylight. So let's also give him a shout out since we have a quick break. And
I beat you.
Just barely. But yeah, I mean, all I did was I connected it to my computer, set it to Carbanoid on the mic, and that's it. Oh, I got a pop filter on top of it. That's it. It's like that was a $9 edition. Well, Gary Bot thanks you very well. Gary is quite a good brother to Frecky. Yes, he is. He does sit on the correct side of Odin's throne when Odin's there, just like he should. Because I sit on I sit on the right side. He sits on the left. Honestly, I don't think that was ever established in the Norse mythologies. But yes, Gary Bot is Gary is a wolf. His name is roughly translated into the greedy one, whereas Frecky translates into the ravenous one, which is why I picked Frecky. And then I have another bot that's a greedy one called the Fafnir bot. Yeah, Fafnir's in here too. So yeah, that's always a good one. All right. Let's go back.
You going to play nice this time?
Well, it depends on you. Don't worry. I'm not going to expose you. Yet. I'm curious about something, though. I do what I do for money, but you're Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse? I have to. But you, why take the risk?
I have my reasons.
I think you know enough already. The rest is my secret.
And here I was thinking we were starting to get somewhere. How disappointing. You have something that belongs to me. I want it back. This is awkward for me. I'm used to robbing people, not the one being robbed.
You have something in mind.
I recall you took something from me, too. Hope you're getting some use out of that grappling gun.
I'm more interested in how I can use you. These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me. If they don't get what they want, there will be consequences.
I can help you.
Right, you want my help? You got it. What can I do?
You can give me back the drive.
Not possible.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address, now.
No, give me the drive.
You need to trust me. No, please.
Selina, please, give me the address.
Oh, he says please when he wants to. Okay, Bruce. Seeing as I'm screwed either way. My contact. He'll be expecting a cat, not a bat.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Better hurry.
Everything okay here?
You tell me.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
I feel better already. Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon? Aren't you gonna stay for a drink?
Yeah, Bruce. Stay for a drink?
I'd love to, but I've got another appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. And don't forget to change into your suit.
Okay. Gotham Docks. Warehouse 133. All right, Crafty, thanks for the lurk.
Alfred, I'm at the warehouse. No sign of Catwoman's contact. It's quiet.
The sound of an ambush. Stay on guard.
Ah, I get control. Oh, ouch.
This wasn't a handoff. It was a massacre.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Gordon, Eastside Docks, Warehouse 133.
Okay, exploded human remains. Let's look at that.
Nothing left to bury.
Scorch marks.
Analyzing. It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be
Scarecrow.
very careful with that. Who knows what effect it may have.
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Alright. Link. Link 2.
Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it. But the chemicals themselves were inert, not explosive.
Well, it appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
Okay. Dead mercenary.
I've seen these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall.
And that looks like... Actually, that mask looks like... what? Slade. Looks like Slade, actually.
Slade? Oh.
Who were you saying?
Bane.
Yeah, it could be Bane too, but... They didn't seem like muscle-bound people. Like they... like Bane
Canister
was.
exploded, sending shrapnel right through the container door.
For once, I'm glad you arrived after the heist. Your armor wouldn't have protected you against that.
Now, let's open this. Shift Q. Shift Q. Whoa, hello.
Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Dead shot.
The point of entry is melted.
Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Could be Deadshot. That would be another one. Let's examine these.
Canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
Okay, so I need to link this with this.
The scrap of metal is from an exploded canister. But I need to know what caused the explosion.
Not all connected items will reveal valid theories. Break. All right, let's see it. White Rose.
White Rose. Falcone's calling card.
He's been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir.
Alright. I'm still trying to figure this game out, so... I do like how they've done it. Oh, hello. What's this? This is new. Unscorched area.
Something was here when the explosion occurred.
That something has got to be this. Shock cop.
It's a cop. The force grows thinner every day.
Alright, so let's link the explosive to the scorched area.
Someone drove off after the explosion.
Continue linking related evidence to reconstruct the crime. Okay, area devoid of explosion.
Looks like you lost your link that you're going to try to do.
Oh, I know I did. I canceled it. Because it wouldn't link to either one of these because they're currently linked. Well, let me try this again. Link. Bring the link over here. Yeah, see how they're not there when I'm trying to link?
Yeah.
Yet when I undo the link.
I see.
Oh, new stuff.
That bad?
Clawed off face.
Face slashed. Throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then.
Oh. Search.
Skyline Club.
Examine the burnt cop.
This man's been badly burned. The damage seems to originate from inside his skull. What did this?
This will be interesting. Okay, use WSAD.
Sensors say it's an incendiary round. Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister,
causing the aforementioned boom.
Bloody hands.
Broken nails. Bits of human flesh.
Alright, let's link this. To here.
Find a connection.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
I'm sure they didn't find that at a local gun store.
It appears military.
Alright. The next link I need to do is this. Link this to his hands.
The cop shredded this merc to pieces, barehanded.
God, what would cause someone to do that?
The nerve agent could make them psychotic.
Have you put it together?
Yes.
Alright.
Falcone leaving his rose here. This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move. One of his snipers hit a canister with an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men got them down. Then things turned grim. Possibly due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. And was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet. Looks like Falcone's men got what they wanted and escaped.
Have you located the shooter?
No, but based on two impact trajectories, the canister and the dead cop, the shooter could only have a clear shot from there, or there. And would have contaminated himself with the phosphorus residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away.
Okay. Alright, shelf. Grapple to. Okay.
Both targets could have been shot from here, but no phosphorus trace.
Let's go over to the catwalk.
pause for a spike. Clear vantage point. We have a winner.
Look at the cigarette.
Killing time.
Look at
this
Trace.
is the right spot. So where did he go?
Okay. Phosphorus residue trace.
Trace stops here.
Then he should be nearby.
Found him.
Time to go to work.
World's greatest detective.
My turn. Don't make me add your corpse to this graveyard. Falcone, why did he do this?
I ain't telling you nothing. You can't make me talk. I ain't telling you, Jack. You trying to scare a confession out of me? I won't break.
Your bones will.
True
Okay.
what they said about you. You're a freaking animal.
Give me a reason to stop.
Give me a reason to stop. You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop. All on the inside. Tell me the plan, or I start swinging.
If you're gonna hit me, hit me!
Tell me.
The Catwoman supposed to hand over a drive, had the container number we needed, but she flaked. So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us. Called the cops.
Okay.
We told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
What are the chemicals for?
We were paid to steal them, not ask questions. Please, no.
I start here and keep breaking until you answer.
The chemicals! Some kind of explosive! A weapon! I don't know! Falcone said he'd use them soon!
Used where?
That's all I know! I swear! I swear! I told you everything I know!
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. These are cops. Get an ambulance in here!
I think I need to call the coroner instead. It's Montoya.
Disappear.
He tried to kill me.
Who tried to kill you?
The Batman.
You're taking this too far, Bruce.
I backed off of him. I didn't even break anything. I hurt him. It's just called intimidation.
You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You beat that man half to death. Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
He's still alive.
He's still alive, isn't he?
And in the hospital. Next time, it might be the morgue. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave. You're a good man, Bruce. Good. Just like your parents. Don't lose that. I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
Sometimes this job requires hard decisions.
You're the right man to make them. In fact, I think you're the only one who can. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway, it made me who I am. I can't get it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being Batman can allow you to turn back the tide of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
I won't forget.
Neither will I.
Okay, decryption complete.
Well, back into the fray again.
Yeah. The thing is it's been such... Now, Batman is one of the oldest superhero comics around. It dates back to pre-World War II. Matter of fact, there were I think 12 or 18 Batman serials in the movies that aired before movies and all that, back when people went to movie theaters for a whole day outing and things like that. How do I say... What are you trying to say? Are you talking about his... how Batman is always a brooding, cold-hearted detective? Is that what you're trying to get at? So what is it that you want to know how to say? Oh, yeah. Sometimes my brain doesn't process slow enough for me to actually to say things. So I have to try and figure out how the brain's trying to say it. I understand. No, it's fine. I was just trying to figure out what you were looking for. But anyway, honestly, because of the serials, if you go back and actually look at them, you can find stuff on Google, through the Google and the internet and things like that. What you'll find is, and this is something that came around back in 1989 when Michael Keaton's Batman came around. You could tell how dark Batman was by how long and pointy the ears on his outfit is. Yeah, and you get people like that, and in superhero, and they mold themselves into a specific thing, and that's what they sit at. And this Batman is one of the darker Batman that we've had. The 1940s Batman was really dark. He actually, back in the original days of Batman, he actually used a gun. Crafty, you're right. But again, that is the background of the character, and they stay true to it no matter what they have. Yes, they do. And this is they're calling him out on it as well here with the exposition from Alfred here. And something I've also noticed in many other things is people will call Batman out on his crap, but Batman will call people out on their crap too. You see that in the Justice League cartoon. Glory Quester, they weren't as campy as the 1960s TV show was. Oh my gods. The 1960s TV show started the camp track. The 1949 serials were more dark than you give them credit for. Yeah, he was gun-toting. Yeah, he was gun-toting, and I think even in the serials he used guns. Because back then that was cool. Because in the 40s it was post World War II. So military operations and guns were very much expected for many things. And before that, you had the Al Capone style mobsters in the 30s. And early the 30s going into the 40s and stuff like that, driving out of the 20s, especially with the the Prohibition Act causing issues where the rich and affluent could have parties and they could drink alcohol all they wanted. Superman blowing out of a house fire and losing
Lex Luthor.
Oh, losing. Yeah. I kind of liked the original Superman Lex Luthor with played by Gene Hackman, where he was already bald. And I think Gene Hackman did play Lex Luthor pretty damn good in that first movie. Second one was kind of off, but I also love the second one just as much as the first Superman movie. Okay, well, folks, like I said, I've been developing a headache since playing Dead by Daylight this morning. I'm going to actually end it here. Let me see if I can go ahead. And normally, I would not normally do this, but I need to get this headset off and for longer than just a break. And I do appreciate each and every one of you coming by. Let me see if I can find some place to take us to. That way, somebody else can enjoy. You guys can enjoy somebody else. Let's see here. You know what? Let me make sure he's actually live. Yes. Okay. Folks, what we're going to do is we're going to surprise somebody. I saw him online just yesterday, and tonight he's online again. He's playing the original American McGee's Alice. And I'm actually going to be seeing if I have access to it as well, because I have on my Xbox 360 Alice Madness Returns and American McGee's Alice. If that's attached to my Microsoft account now, I can actually run it on my PC. That would be cool. Yeah, Crafty, I'm glad you came by. It's always good to have you here. It's good to have you here. And anytime that I'm here, you're more than welcome to drop by. I will be back 6 p.m. on Thursday. I may not go the full 6 hours again, depending on how I feel. And because this headset is definitely different. I cannot wait for the RMA to come back. And it's either going to be a Marvel's Spider-Man, or I might do some Final Fantasy 14. Things like that. Offline, set is offline every time you are streaming. Let me check something. Huh, weird. You have me on follow, don't you, Crafty? That you uninstalled and restalled. Okay. Yeah, that I can understand that. So and the wizard. Yeah, very true, Glory Quester, about the wizard. But yeah, Crafty, if you ever see that I go live, you can always click that link and come in, and it will come in. It may not show that I'm live because sometimes it puts me in an offline state, even though I'm online and playing with people on Twitch and things like that. But yeah, I'm thinking Thursday might be a shorter stream because of the headset, and it might be Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to do some more Final Fantasy. Don't forget to check the new VOD for Final Fantasy 14 that I just posted in here on Twitch. It's only about an hour and a half, and it's the tank moving along and doing some stuff. I'll probably be doing the same thing tomorrow, doing maybe 1 or 2 streams, recordings, and then posting it, because I don't want to go. There's a whole lot of stuff that's just straight pure exposition in Final Fantasy 14, and it's rough at this point. And once we get into Ishgard, it'll be a lot more prevalent. Since we're installing it, yeah. Yeah, it's weird how some of these things work. Original 3 animated were known as BTA. Oh, Batman the Animated Series, Superman, which I have the Superman, and the new Batman and Superman Adventures. I don't have that one. I see what you're talking about. I honestly didn't know what you were talking about with BTAS right offhand. I wasn't going to try and fix it. But anyway, we're going to go raid MJ Sploosh. He's playing American Mickey's Alice. Next Tuesday, we will continue American Mickey's Alice Madness Returns. And that'll be next Tuesday. And I'm going to really try to do a full hour on that. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, no matter what you're doing. If you lurk, if you chat, I love it if you chat. It's great because I can actually respond to you guys. But if you're here, just here to support, I don't mind. This is what I'm here for. And I don't normally talk about it, but if people do subscribe to the channel, it helps me. It helps me get other things, other games, upgrade the PC. Right now I'm looking at getting a new video card because of the 1060. I'm hoping to jump up to the equivalent of a 3070. But we're looking at $500-600 of a video card, just because of what it is. I'm also waiting to see what happens with stock when it comes in. But, donations, bits, and subs, never, ever required for you. If you guys are just here to support, even if you don't say anything, you are more than welcome to be here. I do not want you thinking I do this just for the money. Actually, I try not to do it for the money. So, guys, thank you very much for coming by tonight. I'm sorry that this is such a short stream. Thursday, it'll be shorter, but hopefully I'll be able to push longer. Of course, Sunday's coming up as well. I might go ahead and continue this on Sunday. There's a lot of things that I've got going on, got to think about. So, guys, thank you all for being here. Let me go ahead and get us rated over to MJ Sploosh. Again, when you go over there, please call out Leia Raid and use any emotes that you have. If you have my emotes, great. If you don't, use whatever emotes you have that are appropriate. And if you like what you see with MJ Sploosh, go ahead, give him a follow. He's a great guy. Met him last time when we first did Knights of the Old Republic, and he was working on his MacBook at the time, and now he's upgraded to a PC. So, MJ Sploosh. But because the change in directions, it's its own sub-series. Yeah, basically. Yeah, true. That is true, Glory Quester. Very true. All right, well, here goes the raid. Again, thank you all. If you want to keep talking with me about things, especially, like Star Wars, Batman, I'll chat with you in Discord. I'll chat with you on Twitch or wherever. You can always message me. I'll message back as soon as I get it. So thank you all. Raid is starting. Good night, everyone. And raid is going.